What up guys, SuperMetal993 here bringing you another gig review from Sunderland, and this time I'm going to be reviewing a local gig that happened on the 4th of October 2013, which was just Friday, just gone there. This was a local gig. Now normally I wouldn't do local gig reviews, but this one I feel deserves a bit more promotion and hopefully get it a bit more notice within the north or northeast region or even the country. So yeah, hopefully this works. But yeah, this gig was entitled Khaos Part 1, and for those of you who know the local Sunderland metal scene, Khaos is the evil cousin, I believe is what it's being called, the evil cousin of the Metal Mayhem series, which for those of you who don't know the Metal Mayhem series, I'll get to that in a little bit more detail after this review, because I've got some little bit of mentions to put out there for you. But yeah, it's a 3-part stage, and this was the first part, and we had some great local northeast bands playing, and I'm going to go through them a little bit, each band selected, and just give you my thoughts on them. There was a lineup change halfway through, but I'll get to that when it comes. So first of the 6 bands was a band called Auber. I think that's how you pronounce it. By the way, all these bands that I do mention in this video, I'll be leaving a link to their Facebooks in the description, so you can check it out. So yeah, Auber opened up. They were sort of like rock metal sort of band. I couldn't really define them as a proper genre, but it was rock and influenced metal sort of stuff. And they were a great band to open up. They were a little bit different to most of the other bands because you had some deathcore and some black metal in there, but it was a nice break up, and I think their set was really good. It was quite enjoyable to see a different type of band break up the lineup. But yeah, I would like to see them again. Yeah, they just put down a really good set for the type of music they were. It wasn't my favourite style of metal music, but nonetheless it was a good set. Next up was the band Razorjack. Razorjack is the band that's pretty much putting all these events together, and this band's always been on the set, and that's pretty cool. I think it's my 3rd or 4th time seeing them, and they always seem to get better every gig that I see. They've got like a groove metal cross with new metal sort of hybrid going on, and it's a really good sound. I think they get less attention than they should do, because I think they've got a lot of potential there, and when I see them they just always blows away. Really solid band, so check out their Facebook down below. Really solid stuff. Next up was the band Tombstone Crow. This was my first time seeing this band, and I'd heard rumours about them that they were pretty good, and so I was looking forward to seeing them. And their set was quite mind-blowing, in all honesty. I wasn't expecting it to be amazing, but it was. Kind of like a doom-influenced groove metal, in all honesty. Very heavy stuff, in all honesty. There's some really slow bits and some really nice tempos going on there. Some real catchy riffs and whatnot. And a female-fronted band, I thought, oh, here we go, let's see what she can do. And she did blow me face off. Really powerful vocals, very clear vocals as well. Like, you could really hear every word she was saying, and I do respect that a lot. And also, because I enjoyed their set so much, they said they were selling some CDs, so I picked up their self-titled demo EP, whatnot. I've listened to it. It's some really good stuff, so if you get a chance, check out these guys. Their link will be in the description, and you can also pick up this little 3-track EP from their Facebook. So yeah, really check them guys out. Really good stuff. Now the next up was the lineup change, which sadly came about. Sorry. Originally it was October Ends and the Ascension of Isaiah due to play, but both bands pulled out. I don't know for what reason, but I was quite sad because I really wanted to check out those guys again, both bands. But lucky enough, Razorjack managed to get two other good local bands, Surrender to Suffering and Beyond Absolution, to play, which was quite impressive that he was able to nab them at the last minute. I mean, they pulled out, I think it was the day before, if I'm not mistaken, and to get some more bands in like that is just quite impressive, so big ups to Razorjack for that. Surrender to Suffering, they're a local deathcore band. They're getting pretty well known around the northeast region. They've been playing quite a load of gigs, and I believe they're due to release their EP very soon, so keep an eye on their Facebook for that, which will also be linked down below. Very good seg, very energetic performance from the band. I do enjoy their stage presence quite a lot. They know what they're doing, so I'm happy with that. They're still not a favourite band in the northeast, but they have got a lot of potential to do some good stuff, so I can't wait to hear their EP, and hopefully I'll be able to do a review when that comes out. Who knows? So yeah, and after that was Beyond Absolution. They've been playing a couple of gigs around the northeast region, and this was their final gig before they go into like hiatus at the moment, because with the drummer having medical problems, I believe. I think it's a problem with his wrist from what I read up. So yeah, this was their last gig for a little while, and they went out with a blast, put it that way. It was a load of energy there. They played a load of their good songs. They even played the song what they recorded a music video for. Can't remember for the life of us what it was, but I'll leave the link in the description to that music video so you can check it out. And so yeah, a very good performance and a very good sound out, but there's one problem to that set, which wasn't their fault, but I'll get to that in a second. And then finally we had, I think it's Darlington's own Old Corpse Road headlining. I was so stoked about these playing. I'd seen them once previously, and I loved their performance. And they were due to play not too long ago at one of the older metal Mayhems, but they couldn't end up getting up here, so that was a bit sad. So I'm finally glad they came up, and they put down the best performance of the night. Really blew off the stage. Very atmospheric, just a whole beautiful performance in the slower part, and the faster pace. Loads of people were headbanging as well as me. So yeah, it was a really good performance from them, and I'm hoping to see them again at the Northern Darkness Festival, which is coming up in the next 2 months or so. So yeah, and I did pick up this, you might be able to see, hoodie of them, but I'll show that in the next updates and purchase, which will be in either the next video or the one after, but we'll just have to see about that. The only thing that I think was the big downside of the gig, which I was very, very disappointed about, especially for the northeast region, barely anyone showed up. There was, I brought a couple of people over, but it just wasn't enough people there. There was probably at most about 30 to 35 people. It was probably less than that, but it was really disappointing to see that, because there were some good bands playing and some really solid sets. So that was a bit of disappointment, and yeah, but life goes on. But whoever didn't go to the event, you missed out. As for what I was saying about Khaos Part 1, Part 2 is going to be announced very, very soon. I haven't been told about the lineup, but I'll keep you posted. When that event gets announced, I will leave a link in the description so you can see who's playing and hopefully come and check it out. And then Part 3 will follow up. But from what the bassist in Razorjack told us, he said that Part 3 will be the punch in the face. It's going to blow everyone's mind. So if you want to attend these events, attend Khaos Part 2 and Part 3. I'll leave the event to Part 2 when it gets announced in the description bar. As for Part 3, that won't be going down there unless I change my mind. But yeah. The other thing I'd like to announce is that this has been announced for a while, but I'm just going to put a plug in. Metal Mayhem Malice is coming on the... when is it? 1st of November at the Union in Sunderland, and you need to attend that because there's some fucking sick local bands playing. You've got Cult of Horse and Dogs, Tombstone Crows playing again. I think it's Razorjack, Harlot, Plague Rider, the Ascension of Isaiah, Next Silver, and headlining is Scordatra, which I'm so happy about. That is an absolute sick lineup, and you'd be an absolute tool to miss that out, because that is an absolute sick lineup, and it's going to be a very mental night. I think I can't remember the price, but I'll leave the link in the description to that event, and I'm hoping to get as many people to that gig as possible, because it's going to be a wild night, truly. Next up, I'd just like to put a plug in, because I got this info from the bassist of Razorjack. He told me that the guys are working on another 2 Metal Mayhems, which are going to be like a twin duo that are going to be announced at the same time, which like shocked us a little bit. I was like, "Ooh, that's quite interesting to do that." And he told us that there's gonna be some real sick bands playing those gigs. He just can't wait to announce it. And he actually said to me, I think it was the next Metal Mayhem or the one after, there will be something that will blow my face off. So I'm happy about that. And I'm just hoping that it will blow my face off. And I'll keep you updated on these gigs, because I do support this gig sort of well, the gigs that Razorjack's putting out there. There's some sick bands performing, and I urge you all to come to them if you're in the UK region and you can get over. You can keep updated on those events, not via me, because I won't upload them constantly, but you can keep updated with the Razorjack Facebook page, because they put the events up on there so you can see who's playing. So the links to all the bands, including Razorjack and all that, will be linked in the description bar below. I'll even link in October Ends and the Ascension of Isaiah's Facebook, so you can check them bands out. But yeah, a really solid gig, and it was a proud moment for the North East, all those bands performing. But shame that no one turned up. It was quite a big disappointment. But I'm hoping that Metal Mayhem Malice will just blow everyone's faces in. So I know it will, but I'm hoping it will blow some more people's faces. So yeah, I'll see you until the next video, and I hope to see you at Metal Mayhem Malice. So I'll see you then, and remember, I just need to swallow there. Cheeky. Anyway, I'll see you until the next video, and remember, stay metal! And again, it's done again.